Comrades, tonight is not a regular night for speeches. Tonight is where we invite all of Jamaicans to join us in Southeast for a revolution. A revolution against corruption that is just costing us poor health care in Jamaica, poor roads, poor governance. And it is symbolized by one drill. And tonight, comrades, I made it, I didn't get served. I have no gaga, that's why I will speak freely tonight. Praise the Lord! There's a time for peace and a time for war, and today we declare war on corruption in Jamaica. And I want everyone who is watching online to understand that Southeast is fully behind me and the PNP as we fight for the rights of Jamaicans. Comrades, when we started to talk about this drill that we know could have been bought for $3 million, but was bought for $31 million, a lot of people said that we're making much ado about nothing, that there's nothing to see here. But comrades, the more we probe and the more they release the information we've been asking for months, the more we realize that this is a massive waste of taxpayer dollars and something not right. It not look good, it not feel good, and it not smell good. So comrades, let me explain something to you. In the lawsuit, they released the customs records to say that they imported the drilling parts. Now remember, initially, we had said that we found 2 drills that were declared for $250,000. And we asked the question, are these the drills that were sold to Bustamante for $31 million? And they sued me. Well, comrades, when they released the records, we see we got all of the customs entry and all of the invoices that showed they paid, based on what they declared, $12.7 million for all of the components of the drill. That cost taxpayers $31 million. That is their figures that they declare to customs. How can you claim to pay $1.6 million for something and sell it back for $4 million? How can you claim to pay $1.9 million and sell it back for $3.9 million? And you say that you got the best value for money because you have 100 parts. Comrades, look at what they declared. $12.7 million versus $31 million. Not even the chopper of them will make so much money. But if you think that is bad, what my pot set there? Bring my pot set, come. Hold up the pot set for me. Comrades, when we went to look online for all of these parts in the invoices, hold on the rest. When we looked online for every individual parts that they said it had 100 parts, every distributor said to us, "You're a madman. Why you want to buy them individually when they come as a set?" So Sarah, the Southeast Regional Health Authority, decide that hold up the pot again. Instead of buying the pot set for $3 million, they said, pull up the box and sell me every pot, every spoon, every pot cover. Sell it to me until it reached $31 million. What can go so? Comrades, think that when they would put 100 parts with a bunch of fancy numbers, we would not check it? They put so many parts, so many disposables. It's like you go and say, all right, sell me a car. And a man say, all right, I'm going to sell you an engine. I'm going to sell you 4-door. And since you're going to need to change tire, I'm going to sell you 20 tire. That is what they did. And somehow, it fishy that they pad that bill till it reached just under what Sarah said it would cost. Sarah said it would cost $32 million and the bill reached $31.5 million. It no look good. It no sound good. It no smell good. But comrades, if you think that bad, and they say that you're getting value for money, the same company sold that drill similar to the one at Bustamante. The same $31 million drill they sold to the University Hospital of the West Indies that can do similar functions. And they sold that same $31 million drill, similar drill. I have to be careful because I'm going to sue me again. The $31 million drill can do the same function as the drill that was sold to the University Hospital at a cost of $15 million. We don't want to be done because there's more, you know. Because wickedness can't done, you know. I came here to say I'm going to talk quiet. But me grieve because poor people deserve a break. We deserve to stop sleep on bench. To stop get prescription for go buy medication on road. For people have stroke and have to wait 3 days for a CT scan because the hospital them must spend money on $31 million and something that can be bought for $3 million. With all of this that's going on. But wait, there's more. When we went back, remember, you know, when we said we saw something come in as refurbished for $250,000. The company released an invoice to say it was a repair. And the repair cost $250,000. So is me fool and jumpy. And I'm misleading the public. And I see some reporters from one of them radio stations that we can't call them name. Because them love shoot up all car and say a PNP do it. That name shall not be mentioned. They had a lot to say. No, my lawyers will be reaching out to them. When the company released their invoice to say that it was a repair drill, the invoice number for the repair drill was not in the customs database. There was another number, the same number, but it said refurbish. So one invoice say repair, one invoice say refurbish, but it's the same item them say. So, hold on, when I say my lawyer say, it appears to seem, allegedly, that one of those invoices may or may not be real. And somebody would have made up those invoices. Now, one of the invoices have the date in the American format, and one of the invoices have the date in the Jamaican format. Now, is the company making up invoices in the Jamaican format when them selling to Jamaica? We have to ask the questions. But it gets worse. Remember, we said that the invoice is submitted for customs for each individual part, which every distributor we ask Say, why you try them piece when they come as a set? Why you don't buy the set instead of piece? The invoices for each one of the pieces have the date in the Jamaican format. So it make you have to wonder. We cannot say that. You try to get me so again. Where Damien there? Me and Damien have lawsuit for go fight, you know. So we have some invoices. We know at least one out of the two invoices for the refurbished drill. And we have to ask the question, because a lot of people who they don't want to hear what we have to say, they believe the company that is a repair drill. But the customs firm say it's a refurbished drill. We know that one of those two invoices wrong. So we don't know, and we have to assume, and we have to guess that maybe somebody is messing around with invoices. And it warrants further interrogation by Mocha. Because if it appears, it seems, allegedly, that this is what's happening, it's customs fraud. But wait, there is more. When we looked at all of the invoices that they submitted to customs under the name of Ministry of Health to clear everything duty-free, and I want you to remember this, all of these items that they claim they bring in, that they paid $12 million for, came in duty-free because it came in under Ministry of Health. So they never paid any duty at all. However, one of the invoices that we found that they brought in duty-free under Ministry of Health to supply to Bustamante Hospital, when it came in duty-free, it was never supplied to Bustamante Hospital. So maybe they made a mistake and left it off of this list. Or maybe something else happened. However, if it is as it appears, and one might allege that they are bringing in things under the Ministry of Health and not handing it over to the Ministry of Health, but reselling it for profit on the private market, that may trigger an investigation again. And it makes us start to wonder if they may possibly doing this as it appears allegedly with the Ministry of Health. Could they be doing this with any other entities that they have a similar relationship to bring things in duty free? And that entity that they have that relationship with is the University Hospital of the West Indies. So the Auditor General is currently doing an investigation at the University Hospital. And I am asking the Auditor General tonight to look into whether or not there are any companies that are bringing in things duty-free under the University Hospital of the West Indies that they do not hand over to the University Hospital of the West Indies, that may find themselves into a private dealer's hands. And that may again trigger an investigation. Comrades, what I have said tonight, when you dig and you can't believe what you're seeing, you understand that this is not about politics anymore. Any labor rights listening, there are people who have hijacked your party for their own selfish gains. And you cannot defend them just because you say so. If you are an independent Jamaican, you cannot sit by and allow this rape of our country to continue. Allegedly. Boy, I'm a liar, go kill me tonight. You know? How much time I say allegedly? Comrades, the time come. We have reached a tipping point. When you look on social media, when you walk in the streets, when you listen to people talk, people are crying out for change. Because we can't take it no more. It's one set of people getting prosperity and they're getting it at the expense of everybody else. And you cannot tell me that the current Prime Minister can call in the Ministry of Health people and talk to them about corruption when he has 28 bank accounts and his declarations have not been certified. He has no moral authority to do so. And the only way we can move forward as a country is if we have a change in leadership. And 1,000% more than the markup of some of them things here. I have confidence that Mark Jefferson Golden is the man to lead Jamaica out of this. And I say this to you, they will come at me in Southeast. They will throw more money than you have ever seen before. They will come with more promises that you have ever seen before. But I want you to remember that we are doing this for a cause. And the cause is that we must stop corruption. And by the grace of God and the blessings of Mark Golden, I will be the Minister of Health. And I will do my part. I will do my part to root out the corruption in the Ministry of Health and to ensure that the dollars that go toward healthcare goes towards providing healthcare rather than fattening a bunch of people because them said them a shower labor. Right? Comrades, my pledge to you and Jamaica is to turn the Ministry of Wealth and Wellness into the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Because that is what is happening now. And this is why I humbly ask for your support. I submit myself to you because if we do not win this seat, we cannot form the government and we cannot move Jamaica back on the right path. So the future of Jamaica rests in your hands because this is a must-win seat for us to form the government. Do not let anyone take away that shine off of you. Do not let anyone make it seem as if your decision on the day to work, to bring out the votes, is nothing less than part of a movement, part of a cause that is greater than all of us. Because we are fighting not just to regain Southeast, we're fighting to regain the soul of Jamaica. So comrades, I want you to work with me, work with Mark Golden, work with each other and unify and let us take back Jamaica House. The word, my comrades, is love.